Hey fam, it's your girl, Miss Diva Trucker. I'm coming back in, checking in with you guys to let you know I've been here since Thursday and we don't have a baby yet. So, um, so what I decided to do is I'm checking out tomorrow, leaving, going home, and I got to go back on the road because I got a load to pick up on Monday. But as far as right now, there's no baby yet. Okay. So they've been out like walking and in the pool and doing whatever they can, but it's overdue. So the due date was I think the 10th or the 11th. So at some point in time, if you don't like naturally go, you got to go for what is it? Inducing. Hey Keith, you got to go for inducing. So hey Natasha. So they're going to go for, they are booked up on Monday, so they can't go in on Monday. So they're going in on Tuesday. So if she doesn't have the baby by now and Tuesday, then she'll be checking in the hospital um, um, to deliver. So unfortunately, I won't be able to be here. I tried to schedule it where I would be able to be here. But babies have a mind of their own, so you can't rush the process. So um, it looks like it's going to be Tuesday. So no baby yet. Okay. So what Arshawn is going to do, tell him to come on. I know. I know. I'm like, they done went swimming today. They went swimming today, Arsenio. They went walking today. I cooked fried chicken. I cooked macaroni and cheese, baked beans, potato salad. I made a peach cobbler with ice cream. And some rolls. And this baby is still not here. So, but I have to leave tomorrow. I went and got my nails done. I went out and got my nails done, and that's it. So got on my night clothes, back in the bed. Um, so I don't know. So Arshawn is going to stay here. So what we're going to do, because he brought the truck down to Lake City, and I got a load to pick up on Monday, and I got my car down here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to drive back home, and Arshawn is going to come behind in the truck. He's going to pick up the load and bring it to the yard that we have, and then I'll just pick up the load on Monday. So I booked 2 loads, actually 4 loads, okay, because myself and my partner will be leaving out on Monday. So that's where Ripley is. Somebody asked me where Ripley is. Ripley's with my partner, and we got a load going from Georgia to Maryland, and then we're going from Maryland to Kentucky, and then I don't know where I'm going after that. But I plan on staying out for a week, and then I'm gonna come back and pick up our Sean because he has to pick up the other truck. So he got orientation. I had to teach him how to. I gave him the load board, so I let him see the load board so he can get used to like how to pick loads and stuff like that. And I had to explain, how to pick the loads. What's a dropping hook, what's an appointment, what makes sense. Don't look at the high dollar amount on a load board, because you got to factor in the weight of that load. Also, you got to factor in if you got to factor in if you got something coming out of there, right? And then sometimes they can have loads that you wait too long on them, so you don't want loads like that. So last night he got his carry ID, so he got his ID so he could start booking loads. But for the first like couple of months or weeks or whatever, I'll be booking all of those, and then he's going to be like learning, so he'll be able to see and look at it and then learn. I'm supposed to train once Arshawn gets off the truck. He's going to be in his own truck, and then I got a lady that wants to train with me. Her and her husband, they team drive, right? Her husband had been driving for a long time, like 16 years, but she just got her CDL. So she just got her CDL, and she finished school and everything, went out with a trainer, but when she got on the truck with her husband, she got kind of nervous or whatever the case may be. So she's asked to get on the truck with me for maybe, a week or two, a couple of weeks, just so she can get used to doing it. And sometimes it may be better when like a woman trains another woman, so to let her know, it's not that bad, you know what I'm saying. um and help her get over the hurdles of or frustration of being a new driver. So hopefully, and she lives where in the same city that I live in, same town that I live in. So it will be easy, and I'll just take her out, just show her a couple of things, help her because she probably having struggles with backing, just the normal things that you will have problems with as a new driver. Because I would hate for her to come this far, right? And to be on a truck with her husband and get a CDL, and not use it. Don't let one bad uh, situation turn into I'm not getting on the truck no more, right? We got to get over that. So sometimes I feel like, you know, and sometimes men are a little bit more harsher on women drivers. So it's not that I'm not harsh on you. I'm very strict on you. I don't play around. I don't mess around because it is your safety, and I don't want you to get hurt out here on the road. But maybe I can explain it a little bit differently, or maybe be able to make her feel a little bit more comfortable out here on the road. And then either maybe I can get them a truck or something, and they may want to work for me. I don't know, but right now she's at home, and she went through all that to get a CDL, and kind of got like anxiety or nervous or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Hopefully, I can help her through that, right? So probably I will probably be training her for a couple of weeks just until she feels comfortable being on a truck with her husband, right? Okay. Another thing, hey guys, if y'all are a husband or wife or partners on a truck together and you have your own authority, right? After so long, okay, it's time to get another truck and it's time to separate, okay? You can only make so much money on a truck together. Okay, I know, running and running and running and running, y'all team driving or whatever the case may be. Now, this is only for people that want to grow. Okay, if you want to grow your business and if you want to have multiple trucks, right? So, since you and your partner are good drivers, okay, um, separate. Somebody got to go out, get a second truck, okay, and then y'all run that truck to get together. And if you're picking your own loads, maybe y'all can like convoy together or whatever the case may be, and just run. And now you're paying off two trucks, okay? Even if your truck is not paid off, get that second truck, and you pay for one truck, and your partner pays for the other truck, and then once those trucks are paid off, put somebody in there. Okay, then get another one. Right now, I'm setting up an account with MHC, so I got to go through the process to set up with them, so I can get additional trucks and see what their process is. I haven't even went over payments or anything, but right now, I may not be like leasing no trucks from them because the the trucks are so low, like they're 40, 50,000 for like a 2018 or 2019 or whatever. So I don't know. I just wanted to have that option just in case I have a driver that don't have a truck and want to have a truck. I'll be able to get a truck from them, right? I did call a company called SFI. Oh my God, y'all, please do not lease a truck from there. I couldn't believe, and maybe it's me or something, but I really think that $1,100 a week is kind of crazy. And they take out maintenance on your truck. But the only thing is that you can they are more than quality. When quality, remember quality was like $700 a week, but SFI, that company is $1,100 a week for a truck, and that's $4,000 a month. Am I missing something? That's a lot of money. And then if you do not complete that lease for like the year or whatever, I think they had like 1 year, 3 year or whatever. And then the man had a nerve to say to me, I said, well, is it like a zero buyout or something like that? And he was like, no. He said, at the end of the lease, you can buy your truck out at face value or book value or whatever the case may be. And I was like, are you kidding me? Those are the type of leases that you need to stay away from. $1,100 a week. That man really said to me with a straight face, $1,100 a week. That's 4,000. That's over $4,000 a month. And I don't know if they're giving out brand new trucks or something, but it's still not worth it. And then at the end of the 4 year, 3 years or whatever, you're going to pay a buyout. Like they want all their money up front. And it's like if we don't have the money to pay um for a truck in the first place, how in the world are we gonna pay for a buyout in 3 years? That is crazy to me. I can't believe that man said that. And I can't believe that people was actually doing it. But no, I'm And I talked to who else I talked to? I talked to LRM about leasing a truck or whatever the case may be, like for drivers or whatever the case may be. LRM said the payments was something, but after I got finished adding up all the stuff, child, them folks said you're gonna be paying $200,000 for a truck. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Not right now, guys. Trucks are just really inexpensive to get. I would even rather get it from equipment finance. Not no equipment finance that you got to put money down or whatever the case may be, but you can. I would rather get that truck from like no. There's no balloon payment at the end of it, and you put down like maybe five to $7,000 down, and you're paying like $1,500 to $1,700 a month, and theirs is like 36 months, and after that it's yours. I didn't know that these people had like I was looking because when I went to Snyder to go purchase my trucks, I saw a lot of SFI trucks, right? And I was like, okay, well, let me get an account there. And so that if people wanted to bring their truck on with me, then I could just send them to SFI to do that. And I called to say, I said, hey, I said, can I set up a fleet owner account to get additional trucks? So if I have drivers, I could send them down there. And they was like, we don't have fleet owner accounts. Only accounts that we have is owner operator accounts, and each owner operator can get their own truck. And I was like, oh, okay, so I just send the owner operator over there to get their truck. And he was like, yeah, basically they put down their money or whatever the case may be. I said, well, how much are y'all payments a week? That man said $1,100, 11 or something, and then the maintenance or something he was talking about. I said, for real? I said, well, is there a buyout? And he was like, yeah, at fair market value. I said, oh, no wonder y'all don't have a fleet account. Y'all got that's highway robbery. I think brand new trucks are overrated. you know, Especially at this point in time. I think they are a little overrated. What else I was gonna tell y'all? Oh my God, Arsenio, you still in here? Let me tell you something. I had a conversation with Arshawn, right? And he was telling me that all the stuff that he had went through as a company driver, and it just broke my heart. Um, like when he was working with his first company and stuff, he was saying that he said he said I would try to go home and try to take my home time, and they never would send me home, and every time I tried to take my home time, I was going to another state like Utah or Wyoming or whatever the case may be. And did and I was like, well, I said, Arshawn, how much did you make like your first year? Arshawn, Arshawn, he in the room. But I was like, Arshawn, how much did you make your first year in trucking? Arshawn said, he said, I think I made $30,000. That's what he filed on his taxes. And he was a company driver, right? And I said, okay. I said, how much did you make on your second year of driving? And he was like, I think it was like 45,000. I said, okay. But he was telling me stuff like, um, when he signed up for a lease. Remember, I kept telling him, do not do a lease, do not do a lease. Well, my own child signed up for a lease, and he signed up. He signed up for a lease, and he ain't had the truck for like a week or whatever the case may be, and he burnt them tires. The brakes. The truck had been sitting for a while, and whenever he went to take the truck out, the brakes got stuck, and it caused the tires to spin. And he had to buy two tires off the bat, right? And then something else happened, and it was so sad. Like I just couldn't believe, my child is like 20, what, 23 years old, going through so much financial hardship, with trying to lease a truck. And but that's why it's like we just got to be able to take a hold, especially of these young people that are coming in the industry, and try to show them a better way, that they can make good money and not have to um, be put through so much. That's not what trucking is about. Trucking is not about like, stressing you out. You come in this industry, it's about, doing your job, being safe out here on the road, making good money. Somebody should. I think every driver should at least make $1,000 a week. For being away from home, from being on the road, all the difficult things that we go through with the shippers and receivers, especially like going to different places like New York and Wyoming and St. Louis and Montana and Idaho and Iowa and Colorado, all those different places. I think drivers should at least make $1,000 a week minimum. Even on a dedicated account that he had, he said he had a guarantee of $1,100. And he said once taxes and everything came out, he was making about $900. You know, um, and he's been driving for over 2 years. So you shouldn't have to struggle in trucking. This is a profession that I don't think like drivers should be on like assistance and all these different things. I just think that this should be an industry that you are able to make a decent pay. A decent pay. This is hazard. This is like a mind thing, and it's so much that we go through on a daily basis just to make sure that people receive their goods. and you can't even pay these people $1,000 a week. That just blows my mind. Um, I saw the thing about what is that company that went out of business? Yellow. What is it? YRC. Um, and 30,000 people what lost their jobs and their pensions and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if they lost their pensions. I think maybe the union or something will be fighting for them, but uh, that's sad. It's sad for you to work that many years and um, depending on a company that you think that is going to be there for you until you retire. And then being able to put all these, because I'm sure that there was a lot of signs before all of this happened, because when it happened, it just happened like right away, and it was least suspected. And like YRC Yellow is within, they're like one of the top 10 LTL companies out there. I don't know what it was. Was it misappropriation of funds? Was it, with the freight and all that kind of stuff going down and, customers not paying like they should and all this kind of stuff? But for 30,000 people, that is crazy. And you never know what caused all of it, because all you doing is basically driving a truck. You doing what you supposed to do. You're doing your loads. You're whatever the case may be. And I think they was taking like a lower pay. Shape say, "Are you still a broker?" Yes, ma'am. I am a licensed broker, freight broker. Mhm. Yep, I've been a licensed freight broker for what, 2 years now, 3 years, ever since I got out the truck. 2020. So about almost 3 years I've been a licensed broker. Yep. And a licensed freight carrier, motor carrier. Um, but yeah, I just don't focus on the brokerage right now because I'm focusing on the trucking. It's like I'm only one person, right? And I got so many things going on, like the brokerage. I got and with the brokerage, my partner was with Landstar. So we was able to, train and put people on with Landstar. How much does it cost in total for a license? About maybe $2,000 to $3,000, depending on the credit. And yeah, to get your bond, I got my bond from Pacific Financial is who has my bond, and I think you got to put about 2,000, 2 to 3,000 down, and but it depends on your credit. Like it may be like I know somebody bond is like $2,500 for the year. So it just depends, and it gets cheaper every year. They reevaluate, and my first year, I think I paid like $1,700 down or something, and then you pay like 800 a quarter every 3 months for your broker license, and you get your letter from the FMCSA saying that you're licensed, and then what you do is then you set up with like the low board, and then you get a factoring company. Okay, they're going to do a credit check as well, and then the factoring company is going to approve your shippers. So any shipper that you may get has to go through your factoring company so they could pay for the loads. Um, they depended on a pension, but it's never guaranteed. It was taken away instantly. It's really sad. Yeah, it is. And then not only that, having to find another place to work. The sad part about it is that with the health benefits, the insurance, with 30,000 people working at YRC, I'm sure they had their health benefits, and I'm sure like they got family members or something that really needed them benefits. Like, you could have somebody that has cancer, or any kind of health problems that they really depend on they health benefits, um, and that maybe that's gone. You don't have that anymore, and I think people should be held accountable to have so many lives at risk, like 30,000 people. It's just like up in arms and have to find another job. And I don't think what they want to hear is recruiters in their face talking about, oh, you can come work for here or you can come work for there. That's the last thing that they want. I mean, being at a company that long, I'm sure they can get a job anywhere they want to. They just don't, they're not going to be just accepting any and everything. I mean, that is longevity. That's somebody that has seniority. That's somebody, they not trying to work at the next CR England or whatever the case may be. These people probably they come home either every day or every other day. They ain't trying to go on the road and be gone for 3-4 months. I mean, now they got to find places that are kind of equal to what they had and what they do. And LTL is different from like OTR. you know so that's a hassle in itself. The last thing I feel like, with a person that's been in the industry for 10, 15, 20 years, they know what to do. They don't need people all down their face telling them that they can work here. They want to go somewhere. Are you going to match what they have? Are you going to bring them in and give them the seniority that they had? Are you going to accept them into whatever health benefits that you had? It's a lot. It's a lot to think about. So, but as a driver, we bounce back. We do what we have to do. Nothing is guaranteed out here. Some people think the safe route is to be your own boss and to be an owner operator or whatever the case may be. I knew they were closing years ago. Being in LTL over 15 years, I seen it coming. They didn't see it coming because they thought it was going to last forever. They didn't see it coming at all. And I guess their union, I guess, fought as much as they could. I don't know. That is not my cup of tea. I never been a union worker out here in the trucking industry. But on the other hand, I heard what UPS got some good news with their contracts. They supposed to be doing better with their contracts. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Everything is up in the air. Everything is uncertain. And I don't think we've seen the bottom yet. I think it's going to be some more to come. You just have to brace yourself and try to be prepared as much as possible because you don't know. You just don't know. You don't know what people are doing at the upper top as far as money situation. You don't know what loans that they have out. You don't know if they're messing up the money. You don't know. All you know is that you're doing what you need to do to take care of your family. So it could be anybody. Ain't nobody safe out here. We thought it's owner operators, it's lease drivers, it's not company drivers. Everybody can get it. So only thing that you could do, I have parked paid off truck. I have a parked paid off truck with no authority. How can I survive if I get back on the road? 2018 truck. Easy, Natasha. All you gotta do is either you can lease that truck on to somebody and drive it yourself, which will be a better chance of survival out here, or you can put somebody in it. But the only thing is putting somebody in your truck. It's like, man, it's just finding the right person. Somebody that's just not going to mess over you or take advantage of, your truck, or tear your truck up, you know. That's if you don't drive, but if you drive, you can lease that truck on to somebody if you don't want to get your authority, and make some money that way. But hiring a driver, you can do that. You just have to be careful with who you hire. Make sure that they got experience. Make sure that they business minded. Some people like to take over your truck. They don't have a truck. They ain't brought a truck, but they get in your truck and they feel like you don't know anything, or you're not in the trucking industry, and they'll make enough money just so they get paid and you don't make no money. So you got to be careful with that. You got to be real strict about the requirements that you require to have on your truck. But I wouldn't let it just sit, because a truck sitting, a lot of things can happen to that truck when it's just sitting. The brakes could stick together. You could have more problems on that truck just sitting there. I know somebody, like some people rent out their truck. Some people will charge you, maybe, like, you could charge $1,000 a week, or whatever the case may be, and you could let that person put it on and rent it out to people if you want to do that. There's a lot of options that you can have for your truck instead of letting it sit, because it's depreciating. 2018 is depreciating, and you may have more problems if you just let that truck just sit. So try to find something that you can do with it. Maybe put it on at the rails, put it on, lease it on to somebody. Try to find a driver, take an ad out in the paper or something to get that truck up and moving. Um, we're working on in women owned carriers and brokers. I got to see when the FEMA thing comes up again, because we got to get registered for FEMA. We got to get registered for the Department of Defense to do that. Um, Hello. Any recommendations on good insurance company for my 2-year DOT authority? I had Berkshire. Berkshire was pretty good. And they was reasonable. They was less than Progressive. Um, they was pretty good, but the only thing with Berkshire that I did not like is they require that my driver I can only hire a driver in the state that I'm in. So if I'm in Georgia, I can only hire a driver in Georgia. Okay, it depends on what you want to do. So if you're planning on bringing on multiple trucks, or having additional drivers, then Progressive is going to be the way, because they are lenient. They're expensive, but they're lenient. They will let you bring in a driver from any state, put on your authority. They will let you, and if a person have any issue or whatever, they will insure them. It's just that the insurance will be, they will be higher. Hey Diva, excited for I'm excited. I was so excited. Oh my God, I thought I made it just in time. I'm like, I came down here. I was like, we finna have a baby this weekend. I'm just so excited. You know how you get like giddy or whatever the case may be? I'm just like on pins and needles and stuff. And then it don't happen, but it will. I just hate I may not be here for it because I got to go out on Monday. But I thought I scheduled it right away. I mean, I thought I scheduled it the right way, but it is what it is. That baby gonna come when they get ready, But I just wanna see it. I just wanna see it. I just get so excited, you know. Um, but yeah. But y'all can ask me anything. But I don't have time like this. Usually I'm just steady going. I'm all on the road. I'm doing something. I'm always busy, but I took this time off to just be here, and to be available to see what it is that I can do, or be an assistant or whatever the case may be. So that's why I'm just like bored. I don't have anything to do. But I leave tomorrow going out of Jacksonville. This is a nice place. I went down to the beach, just to see, but it was so hot. I went to Burlington. I went to the nail shop, and then I cooked for them, and that's it. Grandma duties, and then I get back on the road. But and I got to get the truck out. I pick up the truck when I get back. I ain't in no rush to get it because ain't nobody to drive it. So, but I pick it up next week. So Arshawn, I don't know if I'm gonna get in a 16 and let Arshawn have a 19. I don't know. But oh, look, if y'all on the road, ladies, if y'all on the road, buy y'all some of these. Oh my God, Leon, let me tell you something. Them crabs, they look like Baltimore crabs. You know how Baltimore crabs? It's called the Big Crab House, and they wasn't as expensive as Baltimore crabs. Like I got 6 crabs in Baltimore for $50, right? Um, and here they was like $29 for 4, but them 4 was enough, and they was so good. They was steamed. They don't boil their crabs; they steam them, and they steamed their crabs. Some crabs was so good. Oh my God! But I can't eat it. Oh, y'all, let me tell you about the weight loss. Okay, remember I told y'all that I was on the semaglutide, which is the same equivalent as Ozempic. Okay, for the weight loss, and I'm down to 190. So I started off with 210 pounds, and now I'm down 190. So I lost 20 pounds. I don't know if y'all could tell or not, but I have lost 20 pounds. I don't know how, I don't know where, I don't see it, but the scales say I lost 20 pounds. I feel it a little bit like in my stomach or whatever, but I don't know. I can't eat anything like them crabs that I had. I had 4 of them. I ate one. The rest of them are in the refrigerator. The intention was good, and my thing is that my brain is not compatible with my stomach. Like my stomach is like, you don't eat nothing, but my brain says I can eat 4 crabs. My brain says, like, I went to the store today, right? And I bought chicken, macaroni and cheese, baked beans, um, potato salad, crescent rolls, and I got a peach cobbler and ice cream, right? So I fried the chicken, I put the macaroni and cheese in the oven, did the baked beans, all that kind of stuff. I ain't ate nothing. I can't eat nothing. But my eyes say that I can eat it, cause but my stomach say I can't. I feel full all the time. I be wanting to eat it, but it won't let me. It won't let me. And that's why I'm wasting a lot of money, because I don't eat. And then you gotta watch it, because if you don't eat, then you don't want to do nothing. Like you feel tired, you feel sluggish, you feel like you don't want to do anything. I gotta have protein, so every day I have to have a protein shake. Every day I have to have like a protein bar or whatever the case may be. And you got to drink water so you won't be dehydrated out here on the road. But I can't eat anything. I can't. I got the weight loss medicine from, it's a place called Go Fusion. It's in Griffin, Georgia, and it's the same place I go for the DOT physicals. Um, it's the same place I go for the DOT physicals, and she does weight loss, help you with your weight loss. So I'm on my, like, I think I'm on my like 5th week or whatever, but I give myself a shot on Monday. I keep the medication. It comes in a little vial like that. I keep the medication in the freezer, and I take what is the name of that weight loss program? It's Go Fusion. No, it's called semi-glutide. Semi-glutide is a compound version of the Ozempic. Okay, so the Ozempic is a diabetic medication for people who have diabetes, right? So if you don't have diabetes, then a lot of insurances won't cover it. So if they don't cover it, then the medication can cost anywhere from like up to $1,000, right, for a 4 week supply, right? So what since it is a national shortage of the Manjaro and the Ozempic, right? What they do is they allow pharmacies to do what is called compounding, and they compound the medication, the GLP-1. They compound that with like B12 or something else so that they're not breaking the patent, because Ozempic and Wegovy and Manjaro have a patent, and can't nobody do smoothies. Don't they call? Oh, they cost, and I gotta see if I can be able to do that on a truck. I've been eating a lot of fruit, trying to. I can't even get a cup of fruit down, but I can't get nothing down. I can't eat nothing. I'm just not hungry. I cooked all that food in there, and I haven't had anything. Um, but yeah, I started off with and it costs okay. You can do a 4 week supply or you can do a 10 week supply. So like the 4 week supply was like 400, and you get your blood work and your shots. Okay, since I drive trucks and I'm on a road, I didn't want to be coming in there every week for a shot, so they give you a 6 week supply for $600, and no, a 10 week supply for $600, and you get the vial and you get all your needles or whatever the case may be, and every week you just give yourself a shot until your 10 weeks is up. Now, if you continue to lose weight, then you just stay on that until you reach your weight goal. But if you kind of like get at a standstill or whatever, then they up your milligrams. My milliliters, so I take like an insulin shot, an insulin needle, and they started me off with 20. Sometimes they start you off with 5 or 10 or whatever the case may be, but they start me off with 20. Now, the side effects don't be so bad after a couple of weeks, but I don't have, I just had nausea my first week, but I don't have nausea, I don't have dizziness, I just be tired. And that's because I got to get my protein in. And another thing, and I just feel full. I feel like I want to eat something, but I can't eat. You feel like you bloated all the time. Oh, and you got to make sure that you go into the bathroom. So, they usually give you stuff for that. But I usually, if I can't go to the bathroom, I'll do like prunes. I got a blender and I just do banana kale and banana spinach blue. I used to do that, Natasha, on a truck. Oh my God, I did that one time. I had the kale in the refrigerator, the bananas, and I was blending up my stuff and I was drinking. Child, let me tell you something. This was when I didn't have a potty on the truck. And I was running to that bathroom every 5 minutes. You hear me? And I was like, oh my God. But yeah, I used to do the kale and the blueberries and the bananas and all that kind of stuff and blend it up. But now I just drink, either you can get an Ensure, or I just get a protein shake that has like 35 grams of protein in it, and it's really thick. So I get like chocolate and I put it in my refrigerator, and I drink a protein shake every morning. And I got some immunity stuff that I drink. You drink a cup of it, and I think, Natasha, it's the same equivalent as that kale and stuff. The kale and the it's called something. I brought it at the Loves, and you take a cap full of it, and it has all your vitamins, all your minerals, all everything that you need. And it's supposed to give you energy, and it tastes nasty, but I get it down. And what else? And I just drink water, and that's it. Like, but I'm spending money on food that I don't eat. I can go get a like the chicken, like I told y'all, out spending on that. Can't eat it. I might can get one down, and that's it. But I have to make myself eat something. But yeah, I'm down 20 pounds, and but I don't see it. Like, I don't see it. Maybe when I get down to like 170 or something like that, then I'll start to feel it. I see it like in my stomach. My stomach is not like sticking out like it was. I can see it going down a little bit, and that's it. But 20 pounds is not like a big change. Oh, but get these. I get these from the beauty supply store, and I buy one and I put one on my face every night, like the detoxifying. You can put one of these, but you get them for like 99 cents. I put them in my bag, and then at night on the truck, I just put it on my face on the truck. Yep. But yeah, I got something. I think I showed it to you. It's an immunity something, and you just take a cap full of it, and it gives you energy and stuff like that. I don't like them energy drinks because um I don't like the energy drinks because that gets you bloated with all that carbonation and stuff. So, but I do okay with it. I do okay with it. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I take this semi-glutide. I get it from a clinic called Go Fusion. It's like down the street, round the corner from my house. They also do DOT physicals, and they do that. They only charge $60 for a DOT physical, and they do my physical and that. So hopefully I lose enough weight. My blood pressure would be under control. I saw you when you showed that last week. Yeah, it's that immunity thing. It got all kinds of vegetables and all kinds of stuff to healthy stuff in there, but it's in like a drink thing. So I'm doing that. Um, but yeah, that's it. That's it. I gotta work out some kind of plan to transition off the truck because I gotta work on the personal care home. I haven't had a chance to do that. I paid a lady to set up my personal care home, and I haven't been home to do everything. It's like when you one person, I'm not one person, I got my partner, I got my son, but it's like I got the recruiting, business. I got the freight broker business. I'm a carrier. I got what else? I want to do the personal care home. I want to do the garden. I'm trying to work on a warehouse. I got all these things that I'm trying to do, and I can't do all of them because it's not seven of me. So I could only focus on one thing at a time. Like I was focusing on the brokerage, trying to get people in there to build that up, and now I'm under my own. Like we're no longer like with Landstar because we built the business that we know the customers, we know who to call. There's no issue with that. So now I'm able to like just do it on my own, but I can't just leave people, and I'm on the road and they running a brokerage. I can't do that. I got to be hands on with that. Because I don't want no mistakes being made over there. I got the license, everything all set up, ready to go, but I can't be hands on. I can't. you know, be running that, running the trucking, then recruiting, putting in the application. I can't do all that, you know. And I tried hiring. I tried hiring. Y'all remember I had somebody that was paying $300 a week just to answer my phone. Just to answer my phone, $300 a week, just to answer my phone. Put in applications, and you get 50% of the application, right? So, like, if somebody get hired, I pay you 50% of what I get. So, if I get $3,000 for one application, I pay that person 1,500, right? And you got to put in the application. Like, I can't, like, I don't want to be bothered. I want somebody that can come in and do what needs to be done with, because if I got to answer the phone, what am I paying you for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to, like, if somebody call in, they want a job, on they ain't looking to work at this job or whatever the case may be, I want, when they call in, you're the person to contact. Let me put you with Swift. Let me put you with this company. Let me put you with that company. Let me put you with JB Hunt. Let me put in the application. Put it in. You know what I'm saying? And then you follow up to make sure that that person get hired. And then when they send a check to me for the person being hired, all I do is cut you the check for your 1,500. What's so hard about that? I just can't get nobody to do that. I I I got I pay you $300 a week just to answer the phone. Then anything that you get, any applications that you process, you get 50% of that, right? Okay, so why is it that I check my calling? I don't get it. And it's like, I'm tired. So you know what I do now? I just don't even answer the phone. I don't answer. Because I can't focus on everything else. I can't focus on teaching. I can't focus on the brokerage. I can't focus on none of that. Because right now, I got to make sure that these three trucks are up and running. And the number one thing that's paying the most right now is these three trucks. Okay? I can make 10,000 in a month teaching. Okay, like, because I do the classes for 4 weeks, I can make 10,000 a month teaching. Okay, so would I rather teach and make that in a month, or would I rather be on a truck and make that in a week? Right? So I would rather be on a truck and make that in a week. And I don't want to spend my time teaching, and I don't have go getters of people that can take it, run with it, and do what they got to do. Like, oh, it's stressful, especially when you building and you trying to. People don't see the some people don't see the vision like you see the vision, and I'm telling you, like, this money, like with recruiting and brokering and all that, you're not finna make 10 figures, or what is it, 6 figures in a month. You're not finna be $100,000 broker in 6 months. That stuff, you got to work for that. Ain't nothing given to you out here. You may not even see no money for a couple of months. You may not. But do you give up? No. Everybody that is making 6 figures, 7 figures in this industry, as far as brokering, dispatching, or recruiting, they didn't start off like this. But it's like people have some false sense of being rich all of a sudden, and it doesn't happen like that. No business, you're not going to be making all this money with within your first year. I don't care what it is, trucking, brokering, dispatching, all this kind of stuff. And it's like people are selling, it's like people are selling a dream, like a fantasy, you know? It's like, I'm going to take this class for $500, or I'm going to take this class for $800, and I'm going to learn what I need to learn. And next week, I'm going to be making $2,000, $3,000 a week. It's not. I don't even want I don't even want people like that think like that. You know, I don't want people that think like that, because that's not the way it works. It's going to be some hard times before it could be some good times. If you think everybody come in this industry, and I don't care what people say, and I get, you know what I get sick and tired of? I get sick and tired of people saying this is a $1 billion industry. Come on and get your piece of the pie. This is a $1 billion industry. It's a $1 billion industry. But that don't mean that you gonna make $1 billion or $1 million. It takes work. Will you get there? Yeah, you get there, but you got to be willing to crawl before you walk. You got to be able to walk before you run. You got to go through it. Just like I was sitting up here telling y'all about Arshawn, and he was telling me what the things that he went through as a company driver. Oh my God, it broke my heart that my son went through that, but he had to. People were saying to me, "Why you, why you, why you ain't put your son on your truck? Why you ain't put him under your authority? Why you didn't do that?" Because Arshawn got to go through it. Why does he have to go through it? He has to go through it so he can appreciate what he's got now. You got to go through it. I went through it. He got to go through it, right? Because if he go through them hard times, he goes through them times with no check. He goes through times where they telling him he can't be home, and all this BS that you go through. He go through that. It's gonna build him, and it's gonna make him stronger, and he's gonna appreciate when he's over here, and his check is $1,500 a week, and he only worked 4 days. You know how proud that made me? He was on a truck with me for 4 days, and he got $1,500. And I haven't seen him smile like that in a long time. And that is his motivation. That's his motivation. So now he see it. Now he see it's obtainable. He put in the work. He stayed safe. He didn't get no tickets. He didn't, get no violations. He don't have a high CSA score. So now I'm finna show him and take that $900 that he was getting a week to now he gonna make $4,000 to $5,000. See, you can't get nobody, you can't get nobody nothing like that when they first start, right? You gotta wait, let them prove themselves, you know, let put them through the trenches. So now this my child has come from making $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year, bringing home $900 checks every week, sometimes not even getting a check, to making $4,000 to $5,000 a week. That's the generational wealth. Okay, so when I don't have to be gone to leave him life insurance or whatever the case may be, for him to have something in his life, I'm right here, but I'm taking them step by step. You got to go through the hard times before you get through the good times, right? So when he was over there at Stevens making his 35,000 a year, then go to USA making 40,000, right? On a W-2, right? Now I got him on a W-2, he'll be making 3-4 thousand a week on a W-2. So what does that put him at now? That puts him in a place where he can purchase his first house, okay? Because when you want to buy a house, you got to have 3 years of tax returns on a W 2, right? So, not going to make him like a 1099. No. That's setting him up for failure, okay? Put him on a W 2 as my child. Get the federal taken out, the state taken out, the Social Security taken out, the Medicare taken out. So next year, now he got the babies coming. Next year, he can go and buy him a house. That's setting up the generational wealth. Okay, putting people in position so that they may be able to do the things that they need to do out of life. But other than that, guys, it's an hour. I'm getting sleepy. I don't talk to you guys until it's time for me to go to bed. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna get up in the morning, and I'm going back to Georgia, and I'll be on the truck Monday. So I'll probably talk to y'all maybe next week, or maybe on the truck if I get a chance to. But I'm gone. Peace, love, joy, happiness. You all have a wonderful and blessed night. And I will talk to you all like, oh, and hey, baby, yeah, we on baby watch. I'll come talk to y'all when I know that we got a baby. Okay, but right now we don't have a baby yet. Um, what else I want to tell you? What else I want to tell you? Oh, yeah. I think they run in the replay of Shipping Wars season 9. Okay, so if y'all are here from seeing me on Shipping Wars season 9, yes, I'm Miss Diva Trucker, and I'm just a normal, everyday person that I come in here and talk to my people all the time, okay? So, welcome to my channel, and I hope that you enjoy it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Is Shipping Wars coming back? I'm not sure. I don't know. But right now, they're running the reruns of Shipping Wars Season 9 on A&E. So, if y'all haven't had a chance to check it out, go check it out. But yeah, this is my channel, and I'm so happy that all of you all have joined or looking at my channel. And yeah, you got any questions you want to ask me, don't hesitate to do so. Talk to y'all later. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. You all have a wonderful and blessed night. Bye.